What's happening, all you beautiful, beautiful people? Your boy, the Vaslap, is in the building. Doesn't help that I'm wearing a green shirt. Hey? It's all right. It's all right. We've got the opener, UEFA Super Cup action, taking on Manchester City. And then a second game, it is against Dortmund. Should we go? Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's get into it. Right, just a quick recap on the transfer saga that did take place. We spent 127 million, sold 40 million. It's going to increase a little bit more because there's a couple of transfers that are ongoing, but some of the players that did leave the club, Vada left for 16 million. Michel Saba left for 1.4 million. Matthias Nsangalo left for 350. Liam Skora, 800,000. Michelotti, 1.4. Jermaine Brenner, 17 million. Daniel Arndt, 675 rather. Claude Otel, 1.2 million. And then, who else? Oh, last one, Akani for 525. Those are the big ones. The rest were all on loans. In terms of bringing players in, Dario Zanotti was the first one, 6.5 million. Goy, 46 million from Tottenham. Jeremy Carrier, our new number one goalkeeper, 33 million from Rennes. Alan Carr from Internationale, 34 million. And the most recent one, Alan Satwatsky for 7.5 million. I feel like there was one more. No? Did we sell one more? I feel like we sold someone else. I feel like we did sell someone else, but apparently we didn't. That's weird. I'm almost sure I did sell someone else, but anyway. Rivi. He went on loan. I think he was on loan. Okay, it was on loan. He's gone to Schalke on loan. Okay. I knew there was someone else I sold, but anyway. With that being said, we do have 3 potential out players. First one, Francisco Carrillo. Bayern Munich have come in £27 million, 17 of it up front, the other 10 over 2 installments, and then over 20 league games. Next one is Moritz. It's going to be a loan option to Mallorca with a 3.1 million option to buy. And the last one, I did accept this because he would have been very upset if they did not accept the Sutherland deal. 22 million up front, 36 million in total. It's another 14 million over 7 million over 2 installments, 2 years, plus 7 million over 20 league appearances. So that means we do lose our second striker because we did bring in Alan Carr, of course. He is up front. This is the starting 11 that we are going to go with. Carrier, Lombardi, Coestra, Sitkowski, Villan, Busten, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Iñaki, and Alan Carr. Sitkowski is only there because Cesar has decided to get injured for the next 2 weeks. So he's out there. Arnold, of course, out for still another 2 months. The rest of that, a kind of a full bill of health. Gallic, we are looking at loaning him out. Armenia, Bellenfield are interested in him, and they want to give him, hopefully they give him some first-team football, as well as Michael. We can get those two to get really some good football. Inagay, if Brighton do come in and give me the valuation of 30 to 39 million, we will definitely accept that. I've made a standing. O'Shaughnessy, still waiting if anyone makes the 80 million. And then Busten for Brighton, they need to give me at least 60 million for this plan. It's not their first choice, so I'm happy with that. All that being said, like I said, we've got 2 games coming up. We've got Manchester City away from home. We're going to the Herbert Prohaska Arena to go into the UEFA Super Cup. And then our second game will be the Dortmund game away from home at the Signal Iduna Park. We are gunning for that Champions League. We are gunning for the Premier League, Bundesliga. We need to do it. I still feel within the squad, though, we can bring in 1 or 2 more recruitments, maybe another midfielder, just to sort of bulk up that midfield, because I do have Specht, I do have Rao, and if Carrillo goes, that's all we have. We don't have another centre mid, so I kind of do want to bring in 1 more centre mid just for backup. And then a striker, we're going to need one because if Chavez does agree to go, we don't really have a good second string striker around. We've got Junior who can play there, but I don't really want him to play there, if that makes sense. Right, we've spoken about the team. Let's go to the game. Right, we are underway. 3 minutes, 30 seconds in. We've got the ball at the halfway line. Gui on his debut. Villar starting as our new left back. O'Shaughnessy, because Man City is one of the teams that are interested in O'Shaughnessy, so maybe a showcase to see if he is worth that 80 million. Villar goes all the way to Bibi. Bibi. Is his name actually Bibi, or is it just Bibi? Why does it put Bibi? Anyway, that was a beautiful cross from Villar, by the way. That is a goal. Come on, VAR. There we go. That was a beautiful, look at this cross from Villar here. Hello, there we go. Look at this cross. That is just chef kiss good of that cross. That was great. I wonder if this is the first team match. I see Spencer McDermott is there. João Neves is still there. Buddy is still there. It might be a bit of an aged Man City squad. It might not be their first team, but you know what? Maybe this is an omen when it comes to the Champions League, because we will be playing them at some point, I guess, in the Champions League if we are drawn against them. This is the type of competition we'll be playing against. So they won the Champions League, of course, because that's why we're playing them today in the UEFA Super Cup. Neves to Rico Lewis, who's still in the Man City squad, believe it or not. Kiala, Petri, Hawkins, Spencer McDermott, of course, a former man, knows all about the team. Georgette, is that offside? Felt like that one was a bit offside. If not, that was one hell of a finish. We'll give him that. Yeah, okay, it was offside, but that's great finishing. Yeah, Spencer McDermott. Yeah, he was well offside. Yeah, I think he was at our team, McDermott. Career stats? Yeah, it was Union Berlin. Okay. I knew he was at us. He went to Palmero after. Had a better season at Palmero. Already played one Premier League game and 7 rating. Not bad. Maybe we did have the option of signing him back then at 32 million, which I think back then would have destroyed our entire budget. And we decided to go with Iñaki instead. And Arnold, we brought up 2, in fact. Russo is through now for Man City, looking for João Neves. And that is a great save from the debutant in Carrière. I'm expecting big things from our goalkeeper this season. We've got 3 very good defenders in front of him in Lombardi, Cuesta, and Goy. Carrière is there. Villar is proving to be an amazing left back. The fact that he's becoming the first team choice. And then Cesar, of course, is naturally the first team, but Sikorsky is going to be there for now, for the next 3 weeks or so. 1-0. 1-0. We're doing well. Keep doing what you're doing. Alan Carr starting the second half. We're moving forward. Lombardi looking for options. I thought there was a highlight going to happen, but there was no highlight. I hate it when it does. I always forget the second half does that as well. BB, our goal scorer with the free kick, looking for Goy. Very tall man, Iñaki, who launches it into the box. And a good blocking from the defenders. Can try again, brings it into the near post. Alan Carr. Keeper got a hand to that Ureg. Neves now on the counter-attack with Rogers. And that's going to be it. And then Carr trying to get there, but can't get it. Petri will bring it back for Kiala. Rico Lewis. Rogers. This is good playing from Man City. Georgette, this time I think he is onside. Referees raised his flag there on the linesman over there. But that looked like a goal. That looked onside. It's not allowed. Again, we get away with that one. This Georgette is getting a little bit more space than I like. Behind our defense. We're holding that line very well. Cuesta and Lombardi are doing a good job holding that line. as well as Gui. The three of them are all on the same page, which is what we love to absolutely see, is our players all on the same page. All right, it's 61 minutes in. We're going to make a little bit of a sub. Shaughnessy's not playing great. Neither is Busten. Koistra is not playing great. You know what? Koistra, too early. You know what? I'm going to give it like 10 minutes. I don't need to make any major changes. But I'm looking at this parts underneath here, and up front we're not looking great. We're not getting the ball enough, and I feel like our midfield is letting us down a little bit here with O'Shaughnessy and Busten. McDermott gets up. This was going to be offside. You know what? I think we're going to do it. O'Shaughnessy and Busten are both going to come off. O'Shaughnessy will come off for Raul. We'll bring him on, and Busten for Specht, who seems to be the natural replacement. I do still want to get that other one in there. You know what? And I don't have another striker. I've got Gallic, but I don't really want to play Gallic up front. I've got Junior who can come up front. I'll give Alan Carr a little bit more time. And Questra will bring on Saha. I'm going to give him as much game time as possible. Our defender, I want him to develop. Zitkowski tries to find BB. Urbeg all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goes forward. That's a beautiful header. Rogers bringing it forward for Man City. Cuts inside, pops bubbles, and we clear our lines. You know what? I'm going to shout words of encouragement here. They've got a corner. We need to try and just get out of the slump a little bit. It seems like Man City are just sort of dominating the possession a little bit too much, in my opinion. And getting a little bit ahead of themselves. You know what? Linkar has not played great. We'll bring on Junior, and then Villa is looking absolutely dead out there. Ikizaki's come in there. Hopefully, we can hold on for this 1-0 victory. Yes, yes. 1 minute left, or 2 minutes left, rather. 3 minutes. Ref. There we go. I'm happy with that. We've got another trophy. We've got another trophy. There you go. The UEFA Super Cup trophy. This is a big one, because this means that we are ready for the Champions League. Why is Sitkowski holding the trophy? Why is he holding the trophy aloft? I guess we don't actually have a captain, because I haven't changed it since Vada left. That is so weird. Sitkowski, the new man, just there. You take the trophy, son. First game, first trophy. Let's go. Right, we'll see you guys in about a month's time, or a couple of weeks' time. We've got Dortmund coming up. We've got a couple of games in between. We'll skip ahead to the Dortmund game. There could be some transfer news in and around there. We'll come back with all the news. I just noticed something. Francisco Correa, here we go, is done. He's moving to Bayern Munich. That is confirmed. Maybe we'll bring in a replacement. Well, I hope we do bring in a replacement, because it's near transfer deadline day. We'll see you guys then. Right, we are back with our second game, taking on Dortmund. As you can see, dispatch of Duren in the first round, and then beating St. Pauli 2-0 and Cologne 1-0. Yet to concede a goal in 4 games. Can we make it 5 in a row without conceding a goal? If we count preseason, we have only conceded 1 goal this entire season so far, and that was against Union Berlin, where Jonas Fincher scored the goal, that guy that we sold. So there you go. Anyway, we've taken on Dortmund. We have made a few more signings. We're going to just talk about them in a moment. First one potentially going out is Jan Inage. Hanover, just a simple loan, no deals there. Crystal Palace, though, a bit less, but are offering us 28 million if he plays 20 games for him. The young German, I think we can let him go. just don't see how he's developed as well as he should have. So if I can get 28 million for him, I know it's a bit less than his value, but I think it's a good deal to do. Anyway, transfer history, we can look at there. It's rised a little bit in terms of selling. Chavez has left the building for 29 million, so is Correa for 22. Moritz, Gaelic, and Adar all went out on loan. We did bring in 2 players, both on loan. First one, Colin Holmes. I just said I needed another body in the centre mid. This man's very intriguing. Can play attacking midfielder, can play defensive midfielder, can't play central midfielder. We're going to play him as a central midfielder, so he's going to start learning that position as quickly as possible. And the other one is Hitsamoto Yuge, a striker from Newcastle. Very, very short striker, but he's got some good dribbling, some good finishing. Hasn't played a game yet. They came just after the previous game. Will feature on the bench. There is an option to buy for 18 million for him. And I think Holmes was 25 million for him. This one I probably won't trigger. The Yuge, if he does well, we could trigger it. It's a decent deal. In terms of today's game, the only difference is Yuge is coming out onto the bench. And so is Holmes. Respect. And you know what? Sitkowaski can come on the bench as well. He's actually played quite well in recent games. So this is the team that's starting: Carrier and goals, Lombardi, Questra, Gui, Cesar, Villar, Bustin, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Iñaki, and Alankar. Alankar already having scored 4 goals in his 3 games that he has played in. Bibi with 3 goals as well. And then O'Shaughnessy and Villar have just been absolutely brilliant. Villar, 4 assists. Man, is brilliant. Let's go take on Dortmund. Right, we are underway. Taking on, I want to say arch rivals in Dortmund, but we don't. I've actually had a very good record against Dortmund. Iñaki with the chance. It's fallen. Oh, I don't know how that went in, but it's gone in. Questra with the goal, his first goal of the season. Didn't come with a header. Look at that. I thought, what happened here? Questra heads it on, looking for Goy. They head it clear. Iñaki smashes it. Alankar smashes it, and it's just kind of bobbled into by Questra, and he just put it in the back of the net. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. 1-0 up. Great goal from our centre-back in Questra there. The 3 of them have been absolutely brilliant. Lombardi, Goy, and Questra. Like I said, haven't conceded a goal yet this campaign, but it is time now for Dortmund to try and correct that. And they're going to go for long range efforts, bobbled in, and Carrier keeping his cool there, because it looked like he could have lost his marbles a little bit. Lombardi will take it up short, and that's going to be the highlight. I thought he was going to run it through. Find Bustin there, or O'Shaughnessy. Corner kick yet again. This time they clear their lines a lot better than the previous time. Bustin finds a Villar, who's already got 4 assists to his name. Lombardi. Back to Cesar. Cesar, Lombardi, Bustin. Good ball in for Iñaki. O'Shaughnessy. That second goal is coming. It is definitely coming. We need to score a second goal, I think, would be a little bit better for us. BB. Beautiful. I thought he was going to take the run through. He decided not to. Bustin. O'Shaughnessy. Goy. Iñaki trying to play it short to BB. It was a terrible pass, and it's put us now on the back foot. Mateus Tel moves it forward. This is Fernandez. Takes the opportunity. Eduardo Fernandez scores the first goal against us this season in the Bundesliga. Carrier concedes his first goal in Union Berlin colors. It was a great breakaway from them. Villar completely out of position because, I mean, the transition was just too quick. I suppose that's what happens when you play with 2 wide forwards and then 2 centre forward and a deep line forward. It's basically just 4 people bombarding that box. We should be fine with 3 defenders. But if we get hit on the counter attacks like that again, could be a little bit problematic. I might look at switching on wing backs to just being completely fullbacks instead of playing as the wing back position. BB, though, trying to bring it forward. The new captain, by the way, BB. Him and Oliveira are the captain and vice captain. Oliveira keeping his vice captaincy. I was considering maybe making Carrier the captain for this campaign. He is one of our highest leadership quality players. Middle row. Oaki. Volta. Goes to the top. It's Jankovic. That was close. I don't even want to look at that again. That was too close to be playing games like that we don't want to see. Hopefully, a second half we can pick up a victory, because at the moment we are not playing well at all. Right, second half starts up. 51 minutes in, getting our first highlight. Cesar bringing it down beautifully and cutting inside, looking to get his first assist of the season. Can't find the man he's looking for. Villar looking for his 5th assist of the season already. O'Shaughnessy, Bustin looking to open his campaign, and these long-range shots, got to score them. That is the biggest problem at the moment. We're not scoring these long-range efforts. I'm going to just shout words of encouragement, help the team out a little bit there. Bustin finds Iñaki. Back to Bustin. BB. Lombardi now. This is nice. This is beautiful. Quick play. Alan Carl dropping a bit deeper than he normally has to. They do keeping a high line in his Dortmund. Villar cuts it inside. It's bounced off Merlo. We'll take the own goal. We will definitely take that own goal. It was coming. It was coming. It was most definitely coming. Lombardi to O'Shaughnessy. Good ball here to bring up Villar. And I don't think Villar was trying to shoot, but I think it just kind of like bounced off Merlot rather than anything else. But BB was in the back post. I think if Merlot didn't get a touch to it, I think BB would have put it into the back of the net. Villar moving it forward once again. I was going to make some subs. O'Shaughnessy looking for options. Can't get to it. That was terrible. Volta moving it forward. Looking for his options. Finds Matthias Tau. Back post hits the bar. Says, oh, clear. And Roth makes a bit of a boo-boo there. Let's make those subs that I wanted to make originally. So I wanted to take off Cesar. He's looking a little bit tight. Sitwaski's on there. O'Shaughnessy, I'm going to bring on Rao to play there. You know, Inagay can have his final game in Union Berlin colours, because I think he'll go to Crystal Palace. If he doesn't, he comes back and then becomes a better player, hopefully. I don't know. I think I am going to make 2 more subs. I want to give Uge and Holmes their debuts as well. It's not 100% necessary, but I want to make sure that the game is done and dusted first. So we'll do that one. Alan Carr has played well. Bring on Uge and then Bustin, who is looking a little bit tired. O'Shaughnessy, Holmes can come in there. Like I said, he can't play centre mid, but he's going to have to learn how to play centre mid. Rao, he right-footed. Holmes, are you left-footed by any chance? You are. Look at that. You can play attacking midfielder. Kind of a role he knows, so maybe that allows Rao to play a little bit better. I don't know. He's played quite well in that position already, even though on the wrong foot. But I'd just like to. I'm the type of guy that I want to have the players on their right feet. You know, it just makes me feel a bit better. And Koku, who is a man we were looking at, by the way, in the summer before we signed Alan Carr, he was an option. In Koku, issue was he was very much overpriced, in my opinion, for what essentially is a good striker, but maybe not the best striker. Uge gets tackled, but Villar will pick up. Goes deep to the box. Rao was on the back post. Not going to get the Uge. Terrible in the air. An opportunity. And Koku, I think, might be offside here. referee Jean-Paul Nkunku. It's onside. I mean, guys, I want lines. That looked offside to me. That looked offside to me. That was annoying. That was offside. We all saw it. We all saw it. That was offside. That is disappointing. A draw against Dortmund is annoying. We should have won that game. We should have won that game. I'm going to tell the players we should have won that game. That draw is not ideal, but it does mean that we have our Champions League games. We're taking on Red Bull, Salzburg, and Villarreal in the first two in September. We then got Inter. We've got Manchester United. We've got Fenerbahce, Porto, and then the big one, Paris Saint-Germain and Lille. In there, Paris Saint-Germain, of course, lost to Manchester City in the finals last season. So this will be a big, big test for us. I think in terms of when we're coming back, I guess it has to be the Inter game. Maybe we do Inter and Manchester United. Those are fun games to do, aren't they? We'll see you guys then. Thank you very much, guys, for joining in. Hit that like button. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters to join in on the fun that is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We'll see you guys again next episode. Peace.